We are live.
Okay.
We're live on Facebook. Are we? Are we really?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome. If you're watching on Facebook, thank you so much for joining us. If you are hearing this and you're not watching on Facebook, that means you're listening to Funny 820, and it's Friday afternoon, and we're getting ready for the weekend. That is awesome. Welcome to another edition of Friday at 420. My name is Mike Neighbors, the ambassador of Funny from Funny 820, and we have an awesome show for you today. So hang in there. We're going to go around the horn, introduce the panel as we always do. Got some exciting new things happening today. Manolo has a new camera. It's very exciting. But before we get to Manola's, let's talk to our poker shark, Mr. Patrick Capolino.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, Patrick. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks. How are you?
Have you won some big hands? Have you taken some little kids for their money yet?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know how many little kids are on there, but
you'd be surprised.
Yeah, maybe they steal their parents' credit card and lose all their money. That'd be awesome.
Yes. Patrick took a little 9-year-old down to the river. Oh, that sounded horrible. Patrick, good to see you again. I saw that you were camping.
Yes. Yeah, I went to Algonquin. It was awesome.
Oh, wow. You drove quite a ways to get to camping.
Yeah. It's a nice drive, though.
It is, and it's amazing country, isn't it, when you get out there?
Yeah, it was really nice.
So far away from Manolis, it's amazing.
Yeah. I didn't think I would enjoy it so much, but on the second day, we booked our second trip, so we're going back in July.
Wow. Oh, you really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
All
it was
right.
Nice.
Let's get into it with Manolis. Instead of just being the butt of the jokes, let him come on the show and say something. God, Manolis, say something.
How you guys doing?
Hey,
taking it, talking, Tikanis. You drive me crazy, Mike. I can't even say that right. I went to a friend's cottage, and I ended up me and a bunch of friends ended up doing a bunch of mushrooms, and I was like a really good time. So I'm excited. I'm not as lucky as Patrick though. Patrick was telling me that him and his wife had some interesting drives yesterday. Patrick,
what are we talking about?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't remember what you told me last night?
I didn't tell you.
You don't want to tell anybody?
It was a good drive. It's a nice drive.
Well, listen, first of all, I just got to say that there's never been a Manola story that didn't involve what prescription or what drug he was on at the time, which is great. Thanks for laying the show out for us there, Manola.
I was doing mushrooms with these friends, and this one guy that was there, he was supposed to cook for us. And he goes, he wanted to do it with us. I'm like, how much should I take? I'm like, oh, you've done it before. It's like, yeah, like, I don't know. What do you want to take? 1 or 2? I was like, oh, okay, I'll take 2. I've done it before. He hasn't done it in 20 years, this guy. And all of a sudden, yeah. And all of a sudden he was like, I'm melting.
I'm melting.
Yeah.
When you get to be an old guy like me, if it has been a long time since you've done anything, and then you do today's version, it's going to blow your mind.
I know.
Manolis, I noticed that the friends you were with were friends of ours. Pat and Ralph were there.
Yeah. Pat and Ralph and from Corkscrew and a bunch of other people. It was good. It was beautiful. Great time.
It looked like you were having an awesome time. We are going to have an awesome time with our special guest on this edition of Friday at 420. Everybody, welcome the lean, mean pun machine, Mr. David Green.
Oh, what's going on?
How you doing?
I'm good. I wish I could have gone to a cottage or to Algonquin, but I have no money because I lost it all on poker to some Italian guy. And so I just stuck at home in my basement. I don't even have any mushrooms. I can't even go on any kind of trip.
Nothing, brother.
Good to be here.
You have kept yourself extremely busy during COVID, David. I see all kinds of awesome social media content that you've been posting. Talk to me just a little bit about what you're doing there and where those ideas come from and what kind of stuff you're putting out that people can check out online.
Well, I figured, since now that school is finished now, I figured my wife needs to stop being so lazy. So I put her to work to be my cameraman. So I've just got to go around filming me little. I'm addicted to TikTok now. Since COVID started, I can't perform. So I posted something on TikTok and it blew up a little bit. So I've been just making dumb little videos going around like wordplay sketches and fun kind of stuff. Just trying to keep busy.
How do people follow you on TikTok?
Just go TikTok, go David Green, everybody. Or there's at David Green, everybody, or davidgreencomedy.com is my website. There's the links to all my TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, where you can follow.
That's awesome.
Some of my videos are up on there too.
I've actually done a little TikTok myself during COVID, so
really
nothing I'd want anyone to see. Yeah. But
my 8-year-old daughter uses TikTok. I don't think it was designed for grown men.
I get a bunch of abuse from some like 12-year-old boys, like make little videos making fun of like you're not funny. Like,
oh really?
Up, you know what I mean? Yeah.
TikTok it's fun, and you know what? There's some really cool content on TikTok. Some very funny people are posting TikTok videos. I've sat for hours and lost an entire day watching stupid TikTok videos. So
yeah,
I can see why it's popular.
Yeah,
is that it? Let's get to our game. Why don't we do that? I got our official clubs. We've got 12 random topics. This is Friday at 420. You can see behind me there. That's the official Plinko board, Friday at 420 Plinko board. And I'm going to Plinko on behalf of Mr. Green, who will get our first topic, and that is going to be topic number 8. David Green, on this edition of Friday at 420, your topic is, sir, the ultimate place to do comedy. If you had your dream, when you go to bed at night and you're like, oh, one day I'm going to be huge and famous, and the ultimate place to be able to just tear the house down, what would that be for you, David?
I would love to do Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie Hall?
That would for me personally, yeah.
I would have thought you would have said Royal Albert Hall.
Nah, maybe eventually, but no. I did even do comedy at Royal Albert Hall. I'm sure they do, but I'm just the big shows that have been on there at Carnegie Hall, and to be on that stage, I think that'd be the ultimate.
That'd be the dream gig, eh?
Yeah.
Excellent. And who's opening for you, Patrick or Manolo?
Donnie Coy. Donnie Coy.
Donnie Coy.
We'll wheel them out. It'll be great. Manolo, what about you? Dream gig, man. When you go to bed at night dreaming of your future stardom, where is the place where you're killing it?
I think actually I would like to do somewhere that actually Patrick has performed, Massey Hall. I would love to do that. Something about Massey Hall is I love that theater so much. I've seen Lou Reed there probably 5 times. So partly I would love to be on stage, the same stage as Lou Reed has. And yeah.
Because Lou Reed is hilarious.
Yeah. Yes, he's very dark. But yeah, I think Massey Hall. It's you must have been there. Neighbors, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and it's a phenomenal place. Patrick, talk to us before you give us your dream place. Tell us what it was like playing Massey Hall so that Manolo understands.
It was okay. No, it was awesome. It was like totally different from any comedy club. Like that amount of people and the way the sound travels. And I remember my fondest memory of doing it was how long the walk to the microphone was after my intro.
Yeah.
That's a big stage, right?
Yeah, you start walking and then you're like, oh, I got to pick this up. But yeah, it was cool. It was unlike any other show I've done. So I was really happy.
So now that you've conquered Manolis's dream, what place do you dream about playing one day, Patrick?
Downtown Hamilton, Levity Comedy Club and Lounge. That's the only place to do it.
You got to get the plug in early. Get it in early, get it in often, brother. That's what I always say. Yeah. Patrick, the club's still not open, right?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Pretty soon?
What's that?
Pretty soon?
We're not sure. It's just whenever, I think it's phase 3, they're going to allow them to open. So once they allow people to go inside restaurants, I think we'll be able to open at like 30% capacity or something. So yeah.
Well, how about a little comedy night on the Anchor bar patio?
Well, there's still a ban on live music and like live entertainment right now.
Oh, okay.
But we're actually partnering with Absinthe Hamilton. So on Tuesdays, we're doing patio shows because they have a big like garage style window on their patio. So as long as the performers are inside, you can perform to the patio. So it's like a little loophole they have. And
loophole.
Yeah,
I like that.
So that's going to be starting next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, we'll look for that. Absinthe and Levity Comedy Club and Anchor Bar all getting together to put on a show.
Yep.
That sounds fantastic. Do you have an actual answer though for your dream gig?
Yeah, I think probably Madison Square Garden would be insane. That seems to be like.
I did that one. That was okay.
It's always in my head. I always think like I remember like there's half a dozen different comics, right, have laid it out at Madison. I thought, what does it get bigger than New York City?
Yeah.
Filled arena? I don't know. Anyway, what do I know? I'm not a comedian. I'm just the host of Friday at 420 with David Green, our special guest. Topic number 1. This one's going to Manolis Zontanos. Manolis.
Yes.
What's the best pie?
Best pie?
Best pie.
I'm gonna say I like apple pie. I do love a nice apple pie.
Just a straight up apple?
Yeah, well, with some ice cream, and
yeah,
and then if even better if like someone could like actually also feed you the apple pie, it's like it's even better.
What restaurant do you go to?
No, that's usually you got to pay a lot extra for that, but I do like it.
So a nice piece of hot apple pie, I guess, with vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, totally. I love apple pie.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You got me there. Patrick Coppolino, best pie.
Rhubarb pie.
Rhubarb strawberry or just rhubarb?
Strawberry rhubarb.
Strawberry rhubarb.
Yeah.
Isn't rhubarb a steel or something?
Rebar. That's rhubarb pie. Okay. That's hard to get through. It's the toughest one. I love a strawberry rhubarb pie, but you got to have the strawberries with the rhubarb, otherwise it's too sour, right?
Yeah.
Rhubarb's sour on its own.
Yeah.
So strawberry rhubarb. David Green, the pun machine.
Shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie. Yeah.
With ice cream as well. With ice cream on it. And Jason Biggs on the side. That's the ideal meal.
I had $10 on you saying 3.14.
Yeah.
Pay up, Mike.
I gotta pay up now. Damn it. See, Patrick will take money from anyone. Damn you, Patrick. All right. We're through with the best pie. Nobody said pumpkin?
I don't like pumpkin pie. I'll eat like a bite of it and then I'm done.
Coconut cream? No? Nobody? All right.
Oh, lemon meringue pie.
Lemon meringue, but that's only because of the meringue.
Yeah. I love cheesecake, but we can't. Can you put that in the pie?
A cheesecake pie?
Yeah. Can that happen?
Yeah.
You make the pie and put the cheesecake in it.
Or you actually, my mom makes a graham cracker crust and then puts the sour cheese, whatever the cheese stuff is, in it, and it's a pie. It's a cheesecake pie. You could have said cheesecake pie, but it's too late now. You said apple. We've moved on.
I can't believe all right, that's awesome. I didn't know that now I'm going to look for that. It's awesome.
Patrick Coppolino, your topic on this Friday at 420, topic number 2, as we rifle through these topics with our special guest, David Green. Patrick, I don't know if you know this, the average Canadian has only been to 3 provinces. Okay. I know for a fact that you guys have all been to more provinces because you're touring comics, whatever that means. Patrick, how many provinces, do you know how many provinces you've been to?
Pretty much all of them except
all
for
of them? Is there any that you haven't been to yet?
Oh, I've never been to Prince Edward Island, and I've never been to, like the territories or anything.
Right.
I don't know. There's the comedy's big in Nunavut, so hopefully we can go there. But yeah, pretty much across the board.
Okay, and is there one that's your favorite outside of where you live?
I love British Columbia.
BC
I love
guy.
going up there, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the nice
So what I'm after here, because I knew you guys had been to more than 3 likely, is what province do people need to see? Put on their bucket list. What province do you need to see?
Yeah, I would say BC.
See,
for sure.
Awesome answer. David Green, have you traveled a bit?
A little bit.
Yeah. What provinces provinces you haven't been to yet, or?
I've been everywhere from Quebec westward, but I haven't done the Maritimes yet, which I really very much want to.
Those are awesome too.
David, they would love you there.
I cannot wait to go. Plus, I want to go to PEI. I want to go to that potato chip museum because I love potato chips. And I just want to go. I want to go just for that.
I want to go for the golfing. So you can go to the potato. We'll go together. You can go to the potato chip museum. I'll go to the golf courses. David, what province of the ones that you've seen is one that is a must-see? People have to go to.
I would say BC, but since Pat already said it, I'd say where's Kelowna? Oh, Kelowna's still BC. So
yeah,
BC.
it is.
Yeah,
Kelowna's great.
Yeah.
That's cool. Listen, it's cool. Everybody can agree that BC is the must-see province. BC has a lot going for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to live out there on the island.
Oh,
You lived on Vancouver Island?
Yeah, and
Oh,
Victoria.
nice. Wow. Victoria is a pretty amazing place, too.
Yeah, we got a great comedy club out there too. Hecklers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Hecklers, it's called. That rather encourages the kind of behavior we don't want, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it's scary when you walk in because when you don't know anything about it, it's called Hecklers, and you walk in, it's like a sports bar, and it's so loud and noisy, like this is going to be a nightmare. But then 2 minutes before the show, they shut all the TVs off, and everybody goes quiet, and it's an amazing show, awesome crowds.
Yeah, I really like the name Levity because Levity to me, it kind of undersells everything. It's not called hilarious, right? I mean, it's kind of levity. It's going to be light and airy.
Yeah.
It's going to be, you might smile a couple of times. It doesn't set the bar too high. Does everyone agree with me?
Yeah.
Manolis
Yes.
is so fascinated with his new technology. Patrick has set up with a new microphone and a new camera. And Manolis, you're literally falling in love with yourself at this point, aren't you? He's falling in love all over.
I'm falling in love with you because I'm not used to you not wearing glasses. So it's like I realize I'm getting sucked into your eyes more.
Yeah, they're freaky eyes. Manolis, what province is a must-see for people? You've been to every province. Is there a province you haven't been to?
What's that one Patrick was saying? The
territory?
Prince Edward Island?
Prince Edward. I haven't been there.
Nobody's been to PEI?
There's no comedy club or anything there, as far as I know.
Okay.
So we've had no reason to go there.
Yeah, I mean, the majority of the places I've gone to is only because of stand-up. That's the best. I don't think I would have, I know I've said this before, but I even, if I did a Yucks gig and they, the first time I did Calgary, they bought my plane ticket for me, and then I just flew to Calgary, and I literally asked someone there where Alberta was.
Yeah. Do you know how to get to Alberta? Because you were going to Edmonton next, right?
Yeah, so I thought Alberta was its own city. It's like there's like Calgary, there's Alberta, and then there's Edmonton, and what do you mean you're in Alberta? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm in Calgary. What are you talking about? And I remember the conversation where the person's like, oh, something's wrong with this guy. I mean, the same thing. It took me forever to distinguish St. John with St. John's. You know what I mean? That's
more confusing. That's understandable.
Did you know? Here's the real trip. Did you know St. John's is an island? Did you know that? Because I went there 3 times for gigs, and it was the 3rd time that I was there that I found out that it was an island.
Yeah.
I just assumed.
Because you didn't have a flight the 3rd time, you had to swim there.
Yeah, but I flew every time, and I didn't ask, and I just assumed that it was connected, So it's good to travel because you learn a lot about the world. I'm very a manual kind of person. I do really enjoy being in BC, though. It is even just being out west in general. It's just something really. Sometimes I think why don't I just go out there? You know what I mean? Because it does seem to be just better.
Manolis, if I could just offer a little bit of advice, some friendly fatherly advice, because I am a couple of years older than you. A little more time grasping geography, a little less time grasping your junk.
I know if I read a book every time I pulled one off, and you know what I mean. If I did that, I could have probably found the cure for cancer.
Absolutely.
I've wasted
in your spare time.
Yeah, I've wasted so much of my time releasing.
So we all agree BC is the place to be, right?
Yeah. BC's it's a cool trip.
Topic number 7 for Mr. David Green on this edition of Friday at 4:20. David, your new topic on this edition of the show, tea, coffee, or Red Bull? What are you using to get yourself going?
I'm not a Red Bull guy, but I feel obligated. I have to say tea for being English, but I actually have an iced coffee right here with me. So.
Oh, an iced coffee.
Yeah, I'm not a coffee guy, but I'm definitely an iced coffee guy.
I was going to say, do you prefer iced coffee to actually hot coffee in the morning?
No, I hate hot coffee. Iced coffee in the summer, tea in the winter.
Wow, and it does sound so good with the accent.
Yeah,
Does sound like a natural. Patrick Coppolino, what about you? Tea, coffee, or Red Bull? What's going to crank your gearbox there?
Coffee.
You're a coffee
I'll
guy.
drink hot coffee in the morning inside, but as soon as I step outside, I like those ice caps from Tim Hortons. Manolo hates it.
How many coffees a day?
I don't know. I probably average usually at least 2, maybe 3 tops.
Okay, so you're not like crazy, like not a 7-cup-a-day guy.
No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Manoli, what are you doing to pick yourself up?
Oh, I definitely love a coffee. 2 or 3 is the best of coffees a day. I don't like the coffee that Patrick was talking about. And was it ice cap? They're like it's like you're drinking a cake.
Yeah.
And then
They're
you're like
heavy.
you drink, you're like, whoa! Like did they just take a cake and grind it and splash some coffee on that? Like what is this? It's like
going one right now, dude.
And I just love it. Honestly though, I love McDonald's coffee.
Yeah, it's good.
That's my favorite coffee. Oddly
Is
enough.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had your choice to go anywhere for a coffee. You're going McDonald's. Patrick, you agree with him, or are you going to go?
Yeah. I like the McDonald's ones more, to be honest.
I like
but
McDonald's coffee more than Starbucks.
Yeah, but I drink more Tim Hortons because there's more of them.
David, where are you? Your tea?
I like it. Only $1 all summer.
You go to Starbucks and you feel like am I getting a mortgage? Am I, like what am I doing here? Everybody's too like a little bit too together.
It does feel like you're lining up at the bank, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's Lululemon pants everywhere. There's it's just like, I don't know. I always feel like I'm going to be like, okay, don't worry. I'm going to leave. Don't worry. Like they look at me right, like they like, oh, why is this homeless person? There's no booze in this coffee. What are you doing here?
You don't feel welcome at Starbucks, is what you're saying.
No, I don't. I don't. I just don't.
Right.
I feel like it's a little snobby, and I rather, I don't know.
Well, their coffee grinders are called baristas, so that does seem a little uppity.
Yeah, whatever. I don't even know what a barista is, and I don't want to know.
What's the weirdest word they've written for your name on the cup? Have you ever messed up your name so bad?
I never give them my real name because it's just I don't want. It's just going to be a 2-minute thing of like, what's your name? I'll just say Dave.
What's a Manolis?
Yeah, what's a Manolo? I say Jeff, like Gus. I'll make any of my.
Gus.
Pat's been with me. You've seen me do that.
Yeah.
I've given different names.
David, have they ever messed your name up?
No, I don't do with Starbucks. Stay away.
Oh, okay.
I don't want anything to do with that.
Thought you were asking the question because you're like, no, nothing. I got nothing. It's all good, brother. All right, here we go. Your topic, Patrick Coppolino. This edition of Friday at 420. It's topic number 5. Hang on a second. Wow. These envelopes are not in order. Oh, it's another food one. Yay. We did best pie. Now we're doing best fruit. Best fruit, Patrick Coppolino.
Watermelon. I love watermelon.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I could eat a whole watermelon.
There's really not a lot to it.
As it was coming out, I'm like, why am I bragging that I can eat a whole watermelon?
he eats the skin too, like the outer part of the watermelon.
Oh,
he's crazy.
Really?
No, but you can eat that.
Wow. Yeah, well, you need into the white part, but that's as far as you go. You don't eat the green skin. You know what? Watermelon's good, but I just always find watermelon leaves me wanting something of substance. Manoli, best fruit.
I don't know I don't know what all the fruits are. What else is a fruit? I like watermelon.
Tomatoes.
Oranges, bananas, strawberries, the berry family.
Is cherries?
Pretty berry gordy. What, the cherries? Yes, cherries. Sure.
Okay, I'll go with cherries. Cherries.
Just.
And I like to eat the whole cherry because like I like the little seat inside, because when you poo and you hear a ding like on the toilet, and it's kind of fun, you know, especially if a bunch of cherries. It sounds like a shotgun. It just comes out. It's really interesting.
I was going to suggest to you when you were wondering what are other fruits,
Okay.
that maybe you just check your underwear, because there might be Fruit of the Loom. There's a whole bunch of them, right?
Oh yeah. That's a
There,
good
what
way.
are the chances you have underwear on? So
I do wear underwear still.
I'm pretty sure it's poisonous to eat cherry seeds.
Well, I'm fine. Look at me. I'm okay. Do I
didn't
look
they tell you a tree would grow in you if you ate the seed, right?
Yeah,
When you're-
yeah.
Oh, a tree will grow in you.
Oh yeah. It's always your brother or someone like will tell you like something crazy.
Yes.
I remember my brother had a jar of grease and he threw it in a sewer one time. And he told me that the world was gonna blow up in 10 minutes. And I was like 9 or something. And I was like, oh, that was very overwhelming at the age of 9 to know, like thinking like my brother had the capability.
The end of the world is nigh.
Yeah, and there was this guy there, and he's like, I looked at him and I go, what are we gonna do? And he goes, I don't know, but I'm going home. And he just ran.
They used to say that about not to throw your cigarette butt in the sewer because it would blow up, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've heard that 1,000 times.
Oh, I think that's gonna happen every time I do it. I always like. There's always a moment of okay.
David Green, enough with these shenanigans. Best fruit.
It's close, but I'd say slightly raspberry over kiwi. I think raspberry with kiwi a close second. But combine the two in a drink, and then you've got a refreshing goddamn drink. Raspberry kiwi.
Fine, raspberry kiwi in a drink?
But
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's they used to make strawberry kiwi juice boxes when I was a kid. Do they still do that?
So, and you would eat a kiwi just straight up?
I like to chop off the top and eat it like a hard-boiled egg and scoop it out with a spoon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But aren't kiwis like super tricky about getting them just when they're ripe?
Probably. It's a delicacy. I only have probably 6 kiwis a year. I don't eat enough fruit, so it's like the exciting things. I'll get it. I'll chop on my top. I'll eat it. I film it. I make a tip top when I eat my kiwi, and I'm good to go for a few months.
Talk.
Yeah.
Another one loaded up into the barrel there. All right, a kiwi or raspberry / kiwi. That's very interesting. Both of those, Manolis, are fruits.
Thank you.
Topic number 6. This one is going to Manolis. Manolis, your topic on this Friday at 4:20. Our special guest, David Green. How do you feel about sandals on men, Manolis? Should men wear sandals or not?
I don't. I just don't. It bothers me.
Does it?
Yeah, because if you're like you're wearing sandals like as a guy and you're out and you see that, you're like, to me it's like, oh, are you that confident that you're not going to get in a fight? Because if you get in a fight, you're gonna not want to be in sandals. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, it's like your footing. You're not gonna have this good footing if you need to fight for your life. You know, like I don't. If I'm going out, I don't want to hang out with laid back Larry with his flip flops like he's Spicoli from Fast Times. I need to make sure that you're like, okay, you know, like say you got to run. Let's run. Like maybe we got to get away from the cops. Who knows what's going on? It's Hamilton. Anything could happen in Hamilton. There's no time for flip flops. Okay. If you're wearing flip flops, you better be in California. You better not be in Hamilton with me. No way. And then the flip flops it bothers me even more. The ones that go between your toes. Hey, it's like you ever wear those? They grind your toe, and then eventually it like kills the skin and it hurts. It's like everything. You know, if you wearing flip flops, I don't even want to be your friend. There you go. That's what I think about flip flops.
Patrick has the flip flops on with the toe thong in between the big and second toe. And Manolis is disgusted.
Yeah, and you know Patrick wears flip flops, and he wears the one with the thong one you're talking about. He's got this one, the one beside his big toe is longer than his big toe, so it looks like someone sewed a finger on his foot, and it's like when you see it's so disgusting. And
Do you know that, Manolis, though? Do you know that that means if your second toe is longer than your big toe, that means you have a really large penis?
Well, maybe he should have sex with his feet then. Okay? Maybe you start putting your feet into women's vaginas, Patrick. But I don't want to see it. Have your feet.
Patrick, since Manolis is kind of throwing you under the bus for your footwear, do you ever worry about getting into a fight in flip-flops?
No. I don't know. I have thought about if I had to run, what would I do? But
it's stupid. It's a stupid idea. You should never wear flip-flops. And like, if you're at your cottage at a beach, I get it. If you're downtown Hamilton and you're wearing flip-flops, you better be hanging out with homeless people because that's only the people that I can make sense that would wear them. All right?
You're Patrick, you're obviously okay with men wearing sandals and or flip-flops.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, they're comfortable.
Yeah. I the only reason I brought it up is because I'm just not a big fan of ugly men feet, but whatever. David Green.
Yeah, like mine.
Like yours, Patrick.
What is your position? Your take? You're primarily in St. Catharines. Do you worry about fisticuffs breaking out while you're wearing sandals?
That's why I wear the flip-flops, because I don't ever want to get into a fight. I'm like, you can't hit me. I'm wearing glasses and flip-flops. Leave me alone, and then I'm good. Nobody can deal with it.
You're not threatening at all.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy's gonna be like, "Oh, look at this. This is gonna be easy. He's got flip-flops on. I'm gonna kick the crap out of this guy."
It's quick to take one off and you slap it. You ever been slapped across the face with a flip flop? It's good. You bend it back, get some snap into it.
No,
I'm telling you, it's a weapon. It's a weapon, Manolis.
There you go. That's your only chance. While you're on the ground crying, you can grab your flip-flops and cover your face.
Do you ever wear sandals and/or flip-flops, Manolis?
No, I don't wear flip-flops. I'd rather go bare feet, if anything, or flip-flops than flip-flops. I just like runners. Okay. But once you get to the beach, you don't need shoes. You don't need flip-flops. If the sand's too hot, you know what? Go home then. All right. Yeah, I've seen a guy. My friend has showed me this video. He was in Greece, and this guy had two pieces of cardboard, and he put the one in front of the other, and he kept walking on it to get to the beach because the sand was too hot for his feet. That guy should not leave his house.
I honestly did not know the can of worms I was opening with that topic. I apologize to everybody, particularly.
Oh, I feel good. I got it off my chest. This is beautiful.
Got it all out, eh? Wow. Yeah. It was, your strong opinions are welcome.
One good thing, if I ever do lose a finger, I'm gonna ask Pat Copolino to donate his one toe to me, whatever that one's called. And it's my pinky finger. That's the size of it.
Whatever that one toe is called. Boys, I don't know if you remember this, and David, of course, wasn't part of it because he wasn't our special guest that day. But there was a time not too long ago where our topic was your favorite uncle. And I thought we would revisit that, only this time we'll make it gender equal. Your favorite aunt. Do you have a favorite aunt? David, because you weren't here before, you can either choose an uncle or an aunt. But I will start with Patrick Copolino. Favorite aunt?
I don't know. I'm Italian, so I have a lot of aunts.
I know. And one of those, you're going to name one and
like,
the rest.
That's what I'm saying. I could name an uncle because all of them are like, yeah, that makes sense. But
is there one that you, let's not say favorite then. Let's just say, is there one that you kind of go, oh, as soon as you see her at a family thing, you got to go, oh, I got to go say hi to Aunt.
Oh, these are all going to get me in trouble. I don't know. I'm probably the closest with my Aunt Rosie. She's my godmother. And
perfect.
Yeah.
Nobody can argue with the godmother role, right?
There you go. That's what I'm going. Aunt Rosie. Hi, Aunt Rosie.
Aunt Rosie. Well, all right. Thank you, Aunt Rosie, for being such a good person to Patrick. The rest of us aren't. Manolis.
My dad's sister, that's Thea. That's an aunt, right? That's my aunt. That's that. What do you mean by aunt? Okay. All right. Just making sure. That's my favorite. She's pretty rad.
Go ahead.
She lives in Greece, Kalamata. I've seen her a bunch of times in my life. Every time I go to Greece, I actually stay at her house. It's really cool. It's just little.
Now your dad is like super old. So how old is Aunt Thea?
She is like I think she's a year older than
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah, I think she's 94. Yeah, she's a trip, man. Like like part of the reason basically that I'm alive is because of her. Because like when my dad was like 12, he was stealing like Nazi memorabilia, or just Nazi stuff, like coats and stuff, and like pawning it off for money. And they somehow, some guy ratted him and his friend out, and they came looking for stuff at his house. And my Thea saw them coming down the street, these Germans, and grabbed all the stuff and threw it out a back window and just got rid of it. And they actually did search the house.
Wow.
Yeah. So but they did actually take my dad. Oh yeah, they did take my dad with this guy away, and they put him on a roof, the third floor of a house, like almost a building, and they thought they're going to die. So my dad just jumped off the third floor and landed into like a bush and rolled and took off. And then he saw the guy 3 days later, and it's like, what happened? Because he thought this kid wouldn't jump with my dad. He was too scared. It was too high. But my dad's like, I'm going to die. And then he saw the kid 3 days later, and he's like, oh, he just let me go.
Wow.
So my dad almost killed himself just for nothing.
See,
Your dad has always been a take action guy, though, right? I mean, he's not a guy to sort of sit and wait.
No, my dad's business, man. You run from the Nazis.
if that was a movie, the Germans would have come in, and your dad and his friends would have been wearing the uniforms, going, nothing to see here.
Nothing.
Back to my Thea for a second, but one time I was in Greece, there was like this tray thing that had a bunch of candy in it. She used to give to her friends, and I just pushed all the candy out of it because I was staying there for a while, and I put all my condoms in the tray, so I had somewhere where my condoms were. And her eyesight's not good. And one time she's having coffee with her friends, and she went to give them some candy. It was condoms. And she's like very religious. So
Wow.
She was like, what? Oh, yeah, she's.
I just love the optimism that you travel with a lot of condoms.
I know, right? It's really depressing when you realize there's dust on your condoms.
Dust on your condoms. It sounds like a country song. David Green, favorite aunt or uncle? I'm giving you either one. Yes.
Okay, I'll go Aunt Viv.
Aunt Viv.
Yeah.
Where's Aunt Viv?
I'm Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She's a good role model. And Uncle Phil too. They taught me a lot growing up.
They were great, right?
They were there for me. They were always there for me.
They weren't always there for Will Smith, but they were always there for you.
Every day at 5:30.
Do you have somebody, an actual relative, local or even across the pond?
All my aunts and uncles are in England. I only have a couple because my dad was an only child. But Uncle Alan in England, it was his birthday last week, and he actually just had a heart attack just last week. I think he's doing better now. But
wow.
He was always a good guy. We used to play soccer, football together when we were kids. But I need to go back and see my aunts and uncles. It's been way too long since I've seen any of them.
I know it's so hard. You know what? Because and every time you see, it's like we got to see them because I just don't know if they're going to be around long enough to see them again. And then Uncle Alan has a heart attack. That's scary stuff, right?
Well, yeah. I don't know why I brought it up on a comedy radio show.
This isn't just about comedy, man. This is about real life. This is four guys just hanging out. There's not even anybody watching on Facebook.
And Rosie had a heart attack too.
Rosie had a heart attack too? Look at this. Thea is 94. Nothing.
No, she's fine.
She's killing it. She's serving condoms, whatever.
She's on the beach with flip-flops.
Yes. Because you can do that in Greece, but not down Hamilton, man. All right, we got time for one more topic here on this Friday at 4:28. David Green, our special guest. We appreciate you dropping in here, David. Let me talk to me about the ghost walks. Very quickly, tell me about your ghost walks because you do them down in St. Catharines. They're a hoot.
Yeah, in Niagara on Lake we do it, and we go walk all around the old town where the War of 1812 was, a bunch of old historical buildings from the 1800s, and I do like a 90-minute ghost walk, telling ghost stories and scary stuff, and a few jokes too around the town every Sunday night.
And we can start doing that despite because there's enough you can social distance enough on a ghost walk. I think
it's just as long as it's me and 9 people, just groups of 10, I think it's allowed. So I start my first one again. This is my 10th year of doing them, my 10-year anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Where would people find out information if they want to go with David Green on a ghost walk of Niagara on the Lake?
Ghostwalks.com.
Well, that was
Yeah, that was easy.
Have you seen it ghost, David?
Ooh.
I don't know. I've seen some weird stuff. Not an actual. I got some cool pictures, and I've seen doors open and lights switch off. I've not actually. Oh, there's a ghost in front of me, but
Yeah.
Right.
definitely over 10 years, you do the same thing over and over. You see some very weird stuff.
Yeah.
That's very cool, man. Well, that would be a real trip for people. I know you're always working, putting together a lot of shows down the Niagara Peninsula. Once we get back to it, we'll have you back on. We love hanging out with you, and we love all the work you do and all the work that you do helping all the other comedians, do shows and stuff like that. It really is cool. You're a real giving guy. We appreciate it, man. All right, we're going to end with this very important question. And David, you get to go first. What's the best quality in a friend?
Loyalty.
The most important quality in a friend.
Probably loyalty.
Loyalty?
Yeah, loyalty.
Never going to turn their back on you. Never going to stab you in the back.
Yeah, they got your back. They got your back. And yeah, when you need them, they're there.
All right. Well, listen, once the cameras are off, you don't want to be hearing what the rest of us are going to be saying about you. Sorry, dude. We're just acquaintances. We're not really friends.
Sorry, I can never be true friends with Manolo because I wear flip flops. So I'm gonna buy some boots and then.
Thank you.
Apparently, you know what though? With Manolis, you could just tell him that the flip flops are actually ninja slippers, and he'd fall for it. Man. Manolis,
Yeah.
the best quality in a friend.
You want your friend to be a kind of person that you could tell them you killed someone, and whether they help you or not to deal with it, they won't at least tell anybody else that 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 you just killed someone. You know what I mean? Like that true friend's like, dude, I have a body in my trunk. I don't know what to do.
Right.
Yeah, his barometer. You're not a good friend if you don't voluntarily become an accomplice to his murder.
No, I don't.
What a
say
bad friend you are.
You don't have to help me get rid of the. I'm not saying I killed anybody.
Oh,
but I'm saying if I did, you don't have to help me, but you at least
keep the secret.
Keep the secret and listen to me.
Which Manolis, I don't know if you understand fully how the law works, but that actually would make the person an accomplice as well. They don't even have to do anything. If they kept the secret for you, they would be an accomplice to murder. So,
listen, dude, I didn't say. Did I say I was a lawyer? No, I'm just.
You told me it was okay. I didn't tell anybody, and now I'm in trouble. What the hell?
But you want a good friend is someone that will bail you out of jail.
Mr. Coppino fits the bill.
Yeah. Well, Manolis bailed me out.
Oh, that's right.
So he's a good friend. And I was going to say,
way.
Yeah. What were you
the
saying?
Sad part is he wouldn't. It would the roles were reversed. I would just be in jail.
Or like pull the Dan Peters and sleep in.
Yeah. Dan was supposed to come with me to get Patrick out of jail, and then he's like, I couldn't get a hold of him, so I just went by myself.
Because he slept in.
Yeah.
Wow. Patrick Coppolino,
Yes.
what's the best quality in a friend?
Well, yeah, the jail one is good. And honesty. So you don't make the mistake and walk outside with your ugly feet showing.
Yeah, I help people.
Honesty, loyalty, and willing to be an accomplice in murder. That's an awesome little grouping. Honest to God, I thought somebody for sure would have said breasts, but whatever. Listen, guys, this has been great. I appreciate you guys all hanging out with us and doing this. And David, how do people follow you on social media? I've been telling everybody throughout the show how awesome your social media stuff is. How's the best way to follow you?
Just go to davidgreencomedy.com, and then you'll find all the links and everything up on there.
davidgreencomedy.com. Ghost Walk start this Sunday. We look forward to seeing you back here in the Hammer at Levity Comedy Club when the shows get going. And David, continued success, my friend. Thanks for being here.
Much, thanks for having me. A lot of fun.
Manoli, what do you got to say? You got 30 seconds. Go.
I got we have Patreon if you want to give us money. I don't know how that works, but there's links underneath and you can click on them, whatever. I want to say congratulations to Sophie Buttle. She just won a Juno for her comedy album.
Wow, good for Sophie. She's of course
she's been on the show.
So she dates Mace.
Yeah,
they're still dating.
Yeah, they're still. Yeah. Well, probably not. Now that she won this, she'll probably get rid of him. But
our good friend Mace Galoni and Sophie were on the show together, and congratulations to Sophie. She's awesome, man.
Yeah,
first woman to win Juno for that category, and it's just great for her. Awesome.
That is very awesome. Thank you, Manolis. Patrick Coppolino, closing thoughts?
I just want to remind people that they can see comedy in Hamilton at Absinthe on the patio Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock. It's pay what you can. So if you don't like us, you don't have to give us anything. And
no flip flops.
no flip flops. You are allowed, but it's frowned upon.
Do not show up in downtown Hamilton in flip flops. No.
Thank you.
Don't forget as well, Anchor Bar and Grill has their patio open. You can go check it out. And as soon as we have any news of Levity getting started up again, of course, you'll hear it here first on Friday at 4:20 with our good friend Patrick Coppolino. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thanks for hanging in there. And, well, until we get a chance to talk to you again in 7 days, have an awesome weekend!
Woo!